You've probably felt it, the invisible drain that leaves you exhausted even when nothing physically tires you. One minute you're alive, energized, unstoppable. The next, you're scattered, distracted, and strangely heavy, as if someone quietly siphoned off your vitality while you weren't looking. This isn't imagination. It's happening to most people constantly, and it's called energy leakage. Your body isn't the only system losing power. Your consciousness, your attention, and your field of influence are bleeding subtle energy into everything around you. Think about it like a leaky faucet. A single drop may seem insignificant, but over hours, it fills a bucket. Every scattered thought, every unresolved emotion, every unconscious reaction leaks energy from your personal field. And here's the thing, energy isn't some abstract idea. It's measurable. Your thoughts produce electrical impulses, your emotions generate magnetic fields, and together they form a broadcast frequency that interacts with the world. When coherent, this frequency radiates influence. When fragmented, it dissipates, leaving you drained and ineffective. Science calls this principle coherence. HeartMath Institute shows that when the brain and heart synchronize, measurable electromagnetic fields ripple outward, interacting with your environment. This isn't mystical, it's physics. When your system is coherent, your energy moves efficiently. You feel magnetic. People notice. Opportunities appear. The universe responds. But incoherence, anxiety, overthinking, unresolved tension scatters energy like static noise, dulling your influence and clouding your perception. Most people don't realize that energy leakage is the root cause of exhaustion, burnout, and lack of magnetism. It's rarely about physical activity. Instead, it's subtle, mental chatter, emotional replays, over-identifying with other people's energy, chasing validation, scrolling endlessly, replaying arguments in your mind, or holding on to unprocessed fear. Every moment spent in distraction or internal conflict is energy flowing out of your field. Your consciousness is designed to broadcast and attract, but a fragmented field creates weak signals, attracting more chaos, frustration, or fatigue. The fastest way to reclaim power is simple, but rarely practiced. Pull your energy back home. Attention is the currency of your field. Every time it drifts into worry, resentment, or comparison, you pay reality and energy for results you don't want. The first step is awareness, noticing where energy leaks occur. How do you feel after certain interactions? Which thoughts leave you hollow? Which memories replay on loop? Energy leakage is often subtle, showing up as tightness in the chest, heaviness in the gut, or tension behind the eyes. These are feedback signals from your electromagnetic system. Understanding this scientifically gives you leverage. Your body emits electromagnetic waves. Your consciousness acts as a coherent or incoherent oscillator within the field. When your thoughts and emotions conflict, when you desire one thing but feel another, you create energetic interference. The result, your broadcast weakens, presence diminishes, and magnetism fades. Even internal chatter is a leak. Every moment spent ruminating or defending yourself mentally is energy leaving your core. To stop leaking energy, you must practice containment. This isn't about forcing positivity or suppressing emotion. It's about reclaiming scattered energy and aligning your system, mind, body, and heart. Start by noticing where energy is siphoned away: unfinished projects, unresolved conversations, obsessive thoughts, social energy drains. Each one represents an open loop. Close it or release it. Do this consistently, and you'll feel energy return immediately. Containment is the foundation of magnetism. Emotions are the fastest moving energy in your system. Anger, fear, envy, or anxiety oscillate at high frequencies, destabilizing your field instantly. The antidote isn't suppression, it's neutral observation. Notice the feeling, feel it fully in your body, and breathe it out without judgment. This simple act of acknowledgement releases energy naturally, preventing leakage. Over time, this builds a resilient magnetic field. Energy that once drained now becomes fuel for presence and influence. You can also practice energetic recall. Once a day, close your eyes, breathe deeply, and visualize pulling energy scattered across situations, people, and memories back into your core. Picture it flowing from your arms, mind, and heart into a single coherent stream, centered in your chest. Feel it expand, strengthen, and unify. That is magnetic energy in action, concentrated, coherent, and undisturbed. This practice isn't fluff, it amplifies your frequency measurably. People notice when your field is whole. Opportunities, ideas, and influence naturally gravitate toward you. Magnetism isn't about charm, hustle, or manipulation. It's frequency coherence made visible. When your energy is contained and aligned, your field becomes magnetic. Your presence shifts the room. Others feel it. Doors open. Synchronicities appear. You are not creating power from outside forces. You are amplifying what is already within. Energy that once leaked now circulates within, feeding focus, clarity, and influence. The fastest results come from closing open loops, observing emotional energy in real time, and reclaiming scattered attention. These steps alone make you magnetic. The next stage is learning to convert this contained energy into influence, manifestation, and personal authority, amplifying coherence in every interaction, project, and environment. That's where energy becomes not just personal fuel, but a tool for shaping reality. Subscribing now ensures you stay connected for the next steps, where you'll learn how to permanently seal energy leaks, turn retained power into magnetic presence, and radiate influence that changes how people, situations, and opportunities respond to you. Because when you stop leaking, you don't just conserve energy, you become the force that attracts reality. Awareness is the first step, but knowing you're leaking energy isn't enough. Real transformation happens when you seal the leaks and reclaim your scattered power, turning it into a coherent, magnetic force that naturally attracts the right people, situations, and opportunities. Every moment of distraction, anxiety, or unconscious reaction is energy leaving your field. The faster you reclaim it, the faster you amplify your presence. Start by auditing your personal energy environment. Some drains are obvious. People who drain you, chaotic spaces, constant notifications, or overwhelming commitments. Others are subtle, replaying old arguments, obsessing over what others think, or mentally preparing for conflicts that may never happen. Each one siphons your power like a tiny, invisible tap. Awareness is the first act of containment. Just noticing where energy leaks is enough to begin rerouting it. Next, anchor your practice in micro-coherence routines, quick, repeatable exercises that realign your energy instantly. One of the most effective is the 3-breath realignment. Pause, inhale for 4 counts, hold for 4, exhale for 6, and visualize all scattered energy returning to your center. Repeat 3 times. It's short, simple, and scientifically supported. Heart-brain coherence studies show that synchronizing breath and attention stabilizes the electromagnetic field, instantly boosting presence and energy retention. Emotional recalibration is equally vital. Unresolved emotions are high-frequency energy that leaks into the environment. Anger, anxiety, envy, or lingering frustration create turbulence in your field. The solution is not suppression, it's neutral observation. Feel the sensation fully in your body, acknowledge it without judgment, and breathe it into your core. This converts reactive energy into coherent power, strengthening your frequency and preventing leaks. Over time, emotional recalibration becomes automatic. Your energy stops dissipating in response to chaos. Boundaries are another critical layer. Your personal field constantly interacts with others, and unconsciously absorbing external energy is one of the largest sources of leakage. Visualization works here. Imagine a flexible, luminous sphere around you that allows aligned energy in but repels energy that does not serve your coherence. This isn't rejection or detachment, it's energetic containment, protecting your field without cutting off connection. With practice, this boundary becomes instinctive, automatically shielding your energy while keeping you magnetic and approachable. Attention management is just as important. Energy follows focus. Multitasking, overthinking, or compulsive scrolling scatters your field across countless channels. The fastest way to reclaim energy is single-pointed focus. one task, one conversation, one thought at a time. Merge your attention with intention. Finish tasks fully. Each completed focus loop returns energy to your core rather than leaking it into distraction. Over weeks, your field strengthens, presence increases, and magnetism grows. Daily energetic recycling amplifies these practices. At the end of each day, review moments of scattered energy, arguments replayed, worries entertained, reactive thoughts. Visualize pulling every fragment back into your chest, consolidating it into a single, coherent flow. This is not mental exercise. It is retraining your energy system. Each time you reclaim energy, your field grows stronger, more magnetic, more aligned with your highest self. Retained energy is power, leaked energy is weakness. Once containment becomes habitual, you begin to notice amplification. Energy that once dispersed now fuels influence, presence, and magnetism. Your focus strengthens, your field radiates coherence, and others notice. Opportunities appear organically. Conversations flow effortlessly. You stop chasing attention. Attention naturally flows toward your magnetic frequency. This is the physics of presence. Coherent energy attracts coherent outcomes. Magnetism is not about charm or effort. True magnetism is quiet, intentional, and anchored. The more you reclaim and contain energy, the more you radiate influence without trying. Paradoxically, doing less and holding more energy produces far greater results than frantic action or forced projection. Your field becomes a signal that others naturally resonate with, and the universe responds with alignment. Now let's bring this into a practical, 3-minute daily routine for instant impact. Step 1. Center yourself in your body. Step 2. Take 3 deep, slow breaths, feeling energy rise from your core. Step 3. Scan for tension or scattered sensations, and visualize drawing all energy into your chest. Step 4. Expand your awareness outward, radiating contained, coherent energy like a magnetic field. Repeat anytime you feel scattered. Within minutes, your energy stabilizes, leaks close, and magnetism increases. Skeptics often ask if this is real or placebo. HeartMath research proves that coherent breathing and emotional regulation produce measurable electromagnetic fields. Anecdotal evidence aligns. Those who consistently practice containment report increased focus, more effortless influence, and smoother navigation through life. Energy is real, measurable, and directly tied to presence and magnetism. Finally, integration requires habitual practice. Containment isn't a single act, it's a lifestyle. Track drains, practice microcoherence, recalibrate emotions, reinforce boundaries, and reclaim attention daily. Each loop closed compounds your magnetic field. Within weeks, moments that once depleted you barely register. Your energy becomes a reservoir. Your presence becomes a force. Opportunities, connections, and experiences begin responding to your coherence. Subscribing now ensures you don't miss the next phase, where we explore how to take this contained energy and radiate it intentionally to attract abundance, influence, and alignment in every area of life. Because containment alone is powerful, but amplification is transformative. Once you stop leaking, you don't just conserve energy, you become magnetic, a walking attractor for everything in resonance with your frequency. Now that you've reclaimed and contained your energy, it's time to amplify it, turning what was once scattered into magnetic influence. Containment is the foundation. Amplification is the art of radiating energy intentionally. When done correctly, your presence begins to shift reality around you. People are drawn to your coherence, opportunities flow toward you, and circumstances begin to mirror your internal frequency. The universe responds not to effort, but to aligned energy. Amplification begins with embodied awareness. Energy is not just something you feel, it's something you radiate. Stand, sit, or move consciously, paying attention to posture, breath, and attention. Each physical alignment directs energy. Small adjustments, spine upright, shoulders relaxed, chest open, deep rhythmic breathing, create a coherent channel for energy to flow freely. Your body becomes the antenna, your consciousness the signal, and your field begins broadcasting magnetism. Next, combine intentional focus with emotional resonance. Magnetism is amplified when your thoughts, intentions, and emotions vibrate in unison. Desire alone scatters, emotion alone dissipates. Alignment occurs when you visualize the outcome you want, feel it emotionally, and hold attention fully on the desired state. Imagine energy flowing from your core into every interaction, every room, every conversation. This is not wishful thinking. It is the physics of coherent broadcast. The stronger your internal coherence, the stronger your external resonance. One practical technique is energy projection through visualization. Visualize a radiant sphere of energy around you, expanding beyond your physical body, radiating warmth, stability, and magnetic presence. Picture that field influencing environments, interactions, and opportunities. This isn't fantasy. Repeated studies in quantum consciousness show that coherent, focused attention can influence subtle systems. Your personal field interacts with collective probability, and coherent projection strengthens this interaction. Integration also requires purposeful interaction with external energy. Your field doesn't exist in isolation. Every interaction, conversation, touch, gesture, or word is an opportunity to reinforce coherence. Notice moments when your energy wavers or merges with others. Recenter consciously, drawing scattered energy back to your core before re-engaging. This practice prevents leakage while enhancing magnetism, allowing your energy to shape social dynamics rather than react to them. Another powerful amplification strategy is energetic stacking. Layer your coherence with intention, emotion, and visualization. For example, before a meeting, align breath, center attention, feel confident emotion, and visualize the desired outcome. The compounded energy creates a high-intensity field that influences the flow of events. You're no longer just participating in reality, you're interacting with it from a position of coherent power. Magnetism also grows from energetic regeneration. Contained energy can accumulate, but if it is not replenished, it stagnates. Daily practices, breath work, mindful presence, heart-centered focus, feed the field. Notice natural energy cycles. Sometimes are optimal for reflection, others for action. Aligning with these cycles increases retention and output, ensuring that your field remains strong, vibrant, and magnetic over time. The subtle genius of this approach is that magnetism is effortless once alignment is established. You stop pushing or chasing, your presence itself becomes a signal. People notice before you speak. Opportunities appear before you strategize. Synchronicities cluster around your coherent field. It's not about control or manipulation. It's about being a signal that attracts resonance. This is the natural consequence of energy mastery. Advanced practitioners take this further by integrating energetic intention into manifestation. Everything you project, focus, emotion, visualization, interacts with probability fields. When aligned with clarity and coherence, these projections influence outcomes. Subtle probabilities shift in your favor. This is why magnetic people often report seemingly lucky events. Their contained, coherent energy attracts aligned circumstances effortlessly. Reality mirrors frequency. To operationalize this, develop a daily amplification ritual. Begin with containment. Reclaim scattered energy and center attention. Move into breath and alignment. Synchronize body, mind, and heart. Layer emotion and visualization. Feel your desired state fully embodied. Finally, radiate outward. Expand your field intentionally into interactions, tasks, and environments. This concise practice, repeated daily, transforms energy into magnetism that is both felt and measurable. Skeptics may question if all this is real. The answer lies in outcomes. Measurable changes appear in focus, resilience, influence, and opportunity flow. Those practicing energetic coherence notice increased alignment in relationships, business, creativity, and personal growth. Magnetism isn't theory, it's observable in how life responds to your field. The stronger and more coherent your energy, the more reliably reality mirrors your frequency. Finally, understand that this is a long-term evolution. Containment and amplification are not one-time hacks. They are lifestyle habits. Each day, close loops recalibrate emotion, reinforce boundaries, and radiate aligned energy. Over weeks and months, your field solidifies. You become magnetic without effort. The same energy that once leaked now fuels influence, creation, and presence. Your reality begins to resonate with coherence rather than chaos. Subscribing now ensures you don't miss further guidance on mastering magnetic presence, advanced field amplification, and practical exercises to integrate energy mastery into every aspect of life. These are the steps that turn personal energy from passive fuel into active force. The ultimate insight is this: energy is not just power, it is influence. When you stop leaking, reclaim your scattered fragments, and radiate coherent frequency, you don't just survive life, you become a magnetic force that shapes reality itself. Presence, influence, and manifestation are no longer external goals. They are natural consequences of internal coherence. Every interaction, opportunity, and moment becomes an echo of your aligned field. And that is where mastery begins, in the quiet, intentional containment of energy, and in the effortless, magnetic radiance that follows.